This little girlfriend ain't backing off.
I'm working on it.
Well, work harder. Oh, and you better make sure she don't know it's coming from me. She's just stupid enough to tell the cops I'm messing with a witness.
I told you don't worry about it.
I hear this is where you got shot.
I guess you got some pretty good sources, huh?
Little Miss Big Mouth was out there with you, wasn't she? Lucky for her, she wasn't hurt.
No, I feel like my luck is about to change. Yeah, Jamal, he's kind of cute, but he can be such a pain. Can you believe that he called me selfish and spoiled? Whatever. I know. Oh, listen, I gotta go. Okay, bye.
Olivia, I didn't expect to hear from you so soon.
I wanted to talk to you before we left for the airport. I know what a tough day this is for you.
Yeah, it is. But I get through it by remembering how beautiful and full of life your Aunt Grace was and how lucky I was to have her as a big sister.
I just wish I knew more about how she died.
It's difficult to talk about even after all these years. It's like her memory is still so fresh in my mind. It's like she's always with me, affecting everything I do.
I need you for something. A project.
What kind of project?
The kind only you could pull off.
Mom thinks I'm back in Phoenix in our new apartment. God, I still have no clue what's going on, but I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with my Aunt Grace. I didn't really know her. She died when I was little. I guess somewhere in Switzerland, but I've got this feeling that somehow it's all hooked into Port Charles. Now, I'm not sure. Something that ties her to this place. An address or birth certificate. At least it would be a start.
Dr. Chris Tyson, physical therapy. Dr. Chris Tyson, physical therapy.
Well, I would say good morning, but seeing you no longer makes that accurate.
I should have known better than to think that you'd have any respect for my feelings.
Oh, see, well, then you would have to be human to have feelings, or at least a warm-blooded mammal.
You really have no idea what today is.
Well, let's see. It's not Saturday, and it's not my birthday. I give.
It's the anniversary of the day Kevin killed my sister.
Look, Rachel, I wouldn't wish losing someone you love on anyone, not even you. But this irrational resentment of Kevin is not going to bring Grace back. And it's not going to do you any good for that matter, so why don't you just let it go?
Like I could ever forget the image of her being trapped in that car underwater as her lungs filled and took her last breath away.
Hey, Dr. L, you seen Allison?
No, I haven't seen Allison. Hey, we had an appointment and you were a no-show.
Yeah, well, you know, some stuff came up and just... Well, I'm cool. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
what's going on, Jamal?
Well, nothing's going on. I'm fine.
Don't kid a kidder.
You're in some kind of trouble, aren't you?
Were you, like, moonlighting on the psychic hotline or something?
No,
Huh?
I just had a flashback of myself, always up to my neck in some kind of grief.
Well, you know what? That was you. Hey.
way Ian and I see it, the clinic would provide non-emergency medical treatment and follow-up care. No cost, open to the public, to anyone and everyone who needs it.
Wow, that's a great idea. That is really a great idea. I mean, General Hospital could use all the help it can get that way, and then people wouldn't fall through the cracks. Doc, I love that, but what does that have to do with me?
No money, no clinic. And you are the Jedi Master of fundraisers. Besides, I have to mention all that influence you have with the hospital board.
Oh, I would really like to help, but I am not the right person for that job.
Wait a minute, that was you. Every year, standing on stage, making all the big shots take notice, fighting for the underdog. And Lucy, when it comes to changing it to tights and a cape and a phone booth, that doesn't hold a candle to all the gowns you put on at the nurses' ball. We need you. Port Charles needs you to make this clinic happen.
I told you, I hate when you do that shrinky thing to me, and you're doing it. And I appreciate it. I know what you're doing. You're trying to make me feel important and feel needed and that I can help. Doc, that job is huge. It would take a lot of energy and a lot of focus. I don't have that right now. It's everything I can do just to get myself up out of that bed every morning. You know, I hate saying no to anybody. You know that. I hate it especially saying no to you, but I gotta say it. No, I can't. I just can't.
You have more strength than you know, Lucy. Enough to do anything you want.
Thanks for coming by to puff me up and build me up like that, but I can't.
Well, I was a little worried after the way you stormed out of Mario's the other night. What the heck? It was a good excuse to check up on you.
Thanks. But I'm okay, you know. I'm not great, but I'm definitely doing sort of okay. No, really, I am.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Guess I should get back to the hospital. But I want you to know, we will take up this conversation about the clinic another time.
Okay, sure, right.
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 Right. Ta.
Ta.
Okay. Ta. Ta, ta, ta. Stubborn, persistent little cuss, aren't you?
Lucy, what's going on? What happened to my family?
Dr. Suzanne Ebner, cardiology.
Yo, Allison.
Jamal, hi.
Hey. What's up with you?
It's my grandma. She sees us together. I'm gonna be grounded until I'm like 50. She thinks that if I hadn't been involved with you, then Cedric wouldn't have attacked me.
Yeah, well, Granny's right. That's why I'm hoping you smartened up against testifying against him.
What, and let Cedric get away with trying to kill you? Yeah, I don't think so.
Look, if you really want to help, why don't you just go back to your real life? You know what I'm saying? Just being a rich kid and having fun.
Is that what you think I'm still all about?
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I forgot. What color's your new BMW?
Whoa,
Huh?
back off. What's your problem?
You my problem, right? Always being so damn spunky.
Spunky?
Yeah, spunky and stupid. Always getting yourself in way over your head, as usual.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't know anything. You see, if I was you, if I was in your shoes, I'd be running away from this trouble as fast as I can.
Is there something maybe going on with Cedric that I don't know about?
You need to stop being so paranoid. I'm just trying to talk some sense into your head.
Yeah, well, putting Cedric in jail where he can't hurt you, okay, that makes sense to me. Spunky. Whatever.
Well, I was hoping Lucy would help Ian out with his clinic proposal, but she says she's just not up to it.
I'm sorry to hear about that. She's really good at getting things up and running.
Yeah. So you were looking for me?
I was worried.
About?
Is there some reason why you didn't tell me what today was?
Today?
The anniversary of Grace's death. I ran into Rachel.
Rachel, no wonder she's been so wound up, even more than usual. Oh, Grace's death, I can't believe I forgot.
Well, it was many years ago.
Yeah, and it haunted me for a good many of those.
Well, obviously, it's still haunting Rachel.
I checked birth certificates for the year my Aunt Grace was born. I hit a big dead end. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see, Rachel Luck. I found something. Tons of newspaper articles. Oh my God. They're all about some murder case my mom worked on. Previously thought to be responsible for a series of killings and currently on trial for the murder of John Canelos. Julie Devlin Ramsey continues to proclaim her innocence. Why would my mother be involved in something like that?
Why didn't you or Scott call me?
Your father didn't want to upset you while you were in rehab.
Well, I'm here now. There must be something I
No,
could do.
Karen, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing anybody can do.
My God, Lucy, how could this have happened?
I'm sure Frank filled you in on all the gory details.
Yeah, he feels so guilty about it happening when Christina was with him.
Not gonna argue with him on that.
I knew Julie was capable of a lot of things, but kidnapping Christina, I can't imagine how terrible it must have been to have her ripped away like
No, you cannot imagine. I am just getting through each day here, okay?
Wouldn't it be easier if you and Scott were getting through it together?
You don't really see this. I don't need that. Right now, I need time and I need space just to try to sort out what has happened here.
But it makes absolutely no sense, you two being apart. Not now, not when you need each
Look,
other
it
the
makes
most.
absolutely, positively the greatest sense to me because I cannot see Scott because Scott can't bring Christina back right now. He cannot make me whole again. And every time I look at Scott's face, all I see is Christina and all the pain that he has caused me.
Come on, you don't mean that.
I mean that. I mean that because a lot of what has happened is Scott's fault.
How can you say that? Julie's the one responsible, not him.
But everything Scott did allowed Julie that much easier access to Christina, allowed her to get her, because he kept making decisions without me. He kept deciding everything. When I'd ask him to stop or have some input, he wouldn't let me. He cut me out. And thanks to him, Christina is now gone.
Lucy, I know you're upset, but I don't understand how you could be so incredibly selfish.
Scott misled me about being Christina's guardian, legal guardian, you know. And then he pushed through Christina's adoption without telling me because he was so afraid I would screw things up. And then I told him, please don't. I begged him, don't let Frank see Christina like that. But he went ahead and let Frank have her anyway. And now you know where he is? He's in Canada again. And he took Serena again.
Well, he must have had his reasons.
Well, to him, he doesn't need a reason, does he? Because he's Serena's real daddy. He can do what he wants, including take her hundreds and hundreds of miles away from me, because according to him, that's what's best for Serena, being away from me.
Lucy, your whole family is suffering here, not just you.
I know that. But I am the one who is left here behind alone.
Well, maybe you drove them away. What, you want me to coddle you like everybody else? I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
That's good, Karen. You learned your lesson well. Is that from rehab, that tough love stuff? Very good.
Go ahead, take your best shot. But the fact is, you're in this alone because you drove everybody away, not because you're right.
You're leaving now. Get out, please, now.
Oh. Well, you know, you could get paid for this.
Thanks. I think I'll keep my amateur standing.
Well, I think you got the bronze. Let's see, you're gonna go for the gold. Oh, going for the gold. Ah, how do you do this?
Well, the secret is not in the way I touch your neck, but why.
Because I demanded it.
No, that. And because nothing gives me pleasure more than giving you pleasure.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh. You know what? You can take all the romantic dinners and fancy getaways. You can have them. It's moments like these. This is what I thought marriage should be about.
Well, then I guess it's just my job to make sure that your reality exceeds your fantasy.
Chris, Oh, I haven't seen him, Rachel.
Do you mind if I have a moment with your devoted husband?
Actually, I do.
It's all right. It's okay.
Grace. Did you ever love her?
We thought we loved each other. But I've since learned that anything that painful and destructive can't be love.
Oh, how lucky for you we were able to move on with your
Look,
life.
I don't know what you want from me, Rachel. If I could bring her back, I would. I took no joy from her death.
Grace meant everything to me, Kevin. She was a beautiful, bright, caring young woman that had her life just snuffed away from her. It's like nobody even noticed. What I want from you is for you to remember it every single day.
As it happens, I already know what it's like to lose a sibling. And I know how difficult it is to face the fact that the sibling was sick. The sooner you recognize that, the sooner you can get on with your life. Now get out of mine.
I'm thinking this Julie Devlin Ramsey is the reason my mom came to Port Charles in the first place. I don't know what any of this has to do with my Aunt Grace, but it's like this big puzzle, Jennifer, and if I could just find that one little piece, I could put it all together. But it's gonna take more time, and I'm down to my last pennies, and my lounge check isn't gonna clear until next week. So I'll figure out something. I'll call you later. Bye. Excuse me? Hi, I was wondering if maybe you had any spare change I could have for some food.
You know what you could do? You could just go to a restaurant and run out on the check again, huh?
What?
Mario's. I saw you the other night.
Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry to bother you.
Wait, whoa. You know, I didn't say I was gonna rush off and turn you in, and I also didn't say that I wouldn't maybe help.
Dr. Trent Gaines to
Whoa, what are you doing?
Gaines to pharmacy.
What do you think?
Well, that's my wallet. I mean, if you needed some money, I could have, like,
Are
just...
you stupid or something? Like you didn't leave yourself wide open for this.
That's not like you.
Oh, whoa, you don't even know me.
Yes, I do. You're the guy who helped Frank when he was hurt.
Yeah, so the cops wouldn't blame me for him getting shot.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about Valerie and Hope? You know, no sense in helping them get away from Cedric.
You know, everybody likes to play the hero every now and then.
Oh, and I suppose that's why you risked your life to save mine?
Well, you know, if it ain't dangerous, it ain't fun. I mean, you had your fun, right? Slumming it around with everybody.
Oh, yeah, gee, I can't think of anything more fun than getting stabbed.
Hey, well, you know what? It's all over then. The game's over, all right? I got what I wanted. And then some.
So that's all what this was? It was just all a con?
Well, you know, it wasn't much of a challenge. I mean, you being such an easy mark and everything, you know?
Well, that's what I was, too. I was an easy mark.
Yeah. Why don't you just face it, baby? You just the spoiled little brat. You ain't got nothing going on except you're trying to hang with the big boys, all right? And you got exactly what you deserve.
on the next Port Charles.
So why don't you go ahead and kiss me?
I really would like to help you. If you don't mind sharing a hotel suite.
It's only a matter of time before people figure out I'm HIV positive. They're gonna put 2 and 2 together and find out the rest.
From exclusive interviews to personal behind-the-scenes moments, keep up with your favorite soap stars with SoapCenter. Coming up next on SoapNet, devoted to soaps and you.